Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to the channel. Happy 4th of July. You all had a great time. Hope you got all your digits still. As you can see, we're back on another budget square drop. A little 4x8 model. Yeah, it's going to be a budget friendly one. See how cheap we can do it. Marketplace score on the axle. It was off an old Harbor Freight trailer. It is 5 lug. I will be putting 15-inch wheels on it and tires. This metal here is also a marketplace score. 2-inch tubing, aluminized. Grind the coating off, weld it like you would any normal steel. Okay, we laid it on the floor, measured it out, got it, and the kid welded it together for me. A couple of these receivers from Harbor Freight, 15 bucks a piece. Right now as it stands, 70 bucks in the axle and springs, 100 bucks in the steel, and 20 bucks in 2 of those for 40 bucks. New tongue and a new jack on this one. I did put swing down jacks on it. 10 bucks a piece, 12 bucks a piece on Amazon. They extend down. That's about it. We undercoated this, some truck bed liner, a couple coats. I thinned the first coat out real thin, so it's soak in the wood. That is 3/8 plywood, I believe. That'll be down. We'll glue it, screw it, line it with our 1x3s, insulate it, and then put another layer of this on top so we have a sandwich floor. It is cut 3/4 of an inch all the way around, smaller than this frame, so my walls will sit right down on this metal, and you'll see that upcoming in the process. Alright gang, as promised, undercoated side is down on the first layer. There is the framework, the 1x3s, which are 3/4 by 2 3/4, as you guys know if you've been around wood at all. We're going for the insulation next. We're going to slap that baby on there in the center, and then we'll put another layer of wood over the top of everything. Alright, for those of you keeping track, bottom layer's on, frame surrounding it, which you call the middle layer, I guess. Insulation is in. Next, we're going to cut that top piece, lay it on. Slide some screws down into the frame. We will recess them in our top layer a little bit so the wall will sit flush. If y'all keeping track, I ran down earlier how much I have in the metal and the framework and the axle. $4 a piece. I used 3 of them, so that's $12. 3/4 inch sheet of insulation. Lowe's was $7.99, so we're at another 30 bucks roughly into this one. I will, of course, in the comments section of the video, I will pin a total cost of everything so y'all know. Again, this is going to be a budget friendly build. Don't be afraid, nothing hard. You've seen some of my other videos, you know I skip around a lot, I babble a lot. It's just what I do, guys, come on. I will try and stay on task and stay focused. I can't promise anything. You may notice the wheels are sitting back farther on this trailer, only because this will have a pickup this way coming up and out, and the 8-foot sides will actually extend a foot back farther than the metal edging. The front, of course, will be flat and have a 45 up there. Sorry about the fan noise, guys. It's 92 here today with like a 90% humidity, so we're breathing water pretty much. Top layer of the floor, We're working with a 4x8 trailer, a 4x7 base. So taking into account 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4 for the upright wall. We're gonna knock this one out, open them up, and glue it down on there and put some screws in her, and the sandwich floor will be done. Next up will be the sandwich walls. I got this piece of wood, bottom piece of wood, I forgot to tell you earlier in the video, and there was 5 pieces of 3/4 wood, all that had a forklift chip in the edge. The edge part of it I was going to cut off anyway, and they sold it to me at 50% off. So when you go to these big box stores and you grab wood, look for a piece that's damaged on a spot where you're not going to use it anyway, you get a hell of a deal. They marked that 3/4 4x8 plywood $29 down to $11 a piece. So of course I bought all 5 that they had their damage. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask. Make sure you do if you got a damaged piece of wood and it's something you can still use. All right, let's get cutting this. All right, there you go. You can see bottom layer, inner layer, top layer. I use tight boundary wood surfaces. And get some screws. Put one about every 16 inches or so in through both layers into the metal underneath. And I'll countersink the heads so they're flush. This is called a step design sandwich floor. You have a flat surface, an upright surface, and another flat surface. It gives you 3 surfaces to glue. Roof's the same way. Step design. Show you that stepped wall design real quick, guys. As you can see, one lip, then up to the floor. Then this inner wall will hang out about an inch in and go up from there. But there's the general shape, guys. Not hard to do. Hope you all are following along. There's that mark I made around the edge. You can see the top's a little thicker. I do use spars across there with 2 thinner pieces, just like the floor is built. It'll be fully insulated. You'll see it as it comes together. Morning, guys. Next step on the square drop, the budget square drop, we are going to seal this floor and all the edges. I'll take that wall off, of course. She's going to get a couple coats of spars clear urethane, and then we'll hit it with some 3M, spray a few coats on this, let it tack up. It's just contact adhesive, and we'll roll down the vinyl floor. Ollie's, which is a discount outlet store here in Ohio. I don't know if you guys have them or not. Cheap. This is a 6x8 roll, and it was $20. And it's padded. It's thick. The off-road ones are like a 1-piece. Glue it down, roll it out, put it out in the sun and let it dry. Then we will put our walls down on top of the corners, and that'll kind of hold the edges in place. And next we'll get started framing in this wall here. You guys have seen me do it before. I just already have it marked for the thickness of the this wall that'll go here. You can see I just use 1x2s. I'll frame the whole thing. I'll also put a brace across here for the back shelf and stuff. And I'll frame around a window on this side, or door if I decide to put a door in. And then the insulation, of course, goes against this in between the wood. And the outer layer of plywood will go on here. It's just 1/8" paneling. We'll stain it up with some nice gray oak or something. And that'll be that. Then I'll get the walls back on. That will be in an upcoming video. This first half of the video is just going to be wrapped up here. And the next one will probably be a lot of time lapse on it just to get it done so you guys don't get bored with it. It's only going to be a 2-video part, I think, on this one. Remember, it's a budget build. I'm going to total up all the costs at the end. Something you guys can do in your garage at home. Maybe the only drawback would be welding your own frame like we did this one.